Hello everyone, Chef Kim here. Today I'm going to show you how to make some crab cakes. Now there's hundreds of recipes for crab cakes. This is just one. It's mine. I'm pretty partial to it and I hope you will be too. After you see how easy it is, it might be on your new recipe list. So just sit back and watch the show. Okay, here we go. We're going to make the mixture. This is so simple. It really doesn't take a lot of expertise to show you. But I do like you to know what the texture of the mixture should be. Because I've told you in other videos to not always trust a recipe, and that includes mine. You should think for yourself and use your common sense. So here's the crab meat. And buy your crab meat over in the seafood section. Almost every store has pasteurized crab meat now. So we are going to add a little green onions, some lemon juice, a little garlic, some dill weed. And as in all of my videos, this is not following any recipe exactly. This is how I cook, how I cooked in the restaurant. I do have an exact recipe on my Facebook page, Chef Kimmery. The recipe also is in the description part below the video too. So just so you know that, I'm not following the recipe exactly. I'm going to add a little mayonnaise and some egg. These both help it to bind together. I think I'm going to wait on the salt. Just because the mayonnaise has salt, you have to be careful. I make my own breadcrumbs, which we will need that. You can, if you have a food processor, you're silly to ever buy breadcrumbs. Either use your stale bread, put it in there, or buy cheap loaf bread and just grind it up. And then either dry out the crumbs or just put them in the freezer. Alright, so here's what the mixture should look like. It's wet, but it's not soupy or anything. I added enough crumbs to it so it's not overly wet, as you can see anymore, and it holds together. Now, you can make the cakes a little thicker than, like, I don't know if you watch the Southwestern shrimp cakes. Keep those thin. But this, you want it a little thicker. Just want to lightly pat the breadcrumbs into it. A little on the sides too. Make sure you have sufficient oil in your pan. You really need that. And keep your pan on medium. If it seems a little hot, just turn it down. And I put some fresh chopped parsley also in the breadcrumbs. If you notice, I kind of swirl the oil around so it's always surrounding the cake that I'm putting in. I just flipped it and it looks like this one's a little darker, but it's still fine. So I say be careful of your heat. The crab is cooked already, so all you're really wanting to do is brown it. I probably had it on a little bit too long before I put the crab cakes in. So you can heat it up at medium instead of my normal high, medium high. With me talking and doing these videos, sometimes time goes by and I'm not thinking. So here's the crab cakes. I've finished browning them. Don't they look awesome? Just remember a few things. Watch your temperature. Breadcrumbs will brown real quickly. And make sure you have sufficient oil in your pan because breadcrumbs need that in order to properly brown. So I hope you give them a try. There's a terrific remoulade sauce that accompanies the recipe, which is so easy you do not need me showing you how to make it. But give these a try. Have them for dinner. They're awesome. Happy cooking!